And today I'm just being a reporter. I'm doing a list actually of the top 6 free events in Salford. All sorts really. So you'll report on news in Salford and Greater Manchester. Can range from anything. So if there's a breaking story, say there's a crash on motorway nearby, you have a look at something like that. But yeah, it's just a loads of different things. It's video, audio. And then if you're an editor, you're basically in charge of the entire thing. So yeah. I did one on the Halley Orchestra quite a while back. That was a good one, simply because I was able to get a lot of material. So I was able to get an audio interview. I was able to do a timeline of the Halley Orchestra and how they formed over the years. Stories like that are always good, just because you can get so much material and then extra brownie points. So yeah. Sticking to time constraints is always tough. You've got to get stories out there, and if you don't, then you're the one that won't get done for it at the end of the day. So that would probably be the biggest challenge I'd say, is making sure that you get stories out on time and you aren't lacking behind. It could be someone that doesn't reply to an email. In the past, you rang the council and they've never got back to you. So that's always a big issue. So if you want a story, you've got a really good story, but you can't contact someone to do an interview on, Sarah and Robin don't really want that story, because you need a good source, and without that source, the story's not that great. So I'd say the big struggle, especially being students, is being able to find people who are willing and able to give up their time so that you can interview them. I know one instance was someone that I interviewed wasn't comfortable being online. In the end, she did agree to it. But you've always got to make sure that you've got the permissions of people. But yeah. I'd just say get your stories done before you go in. So you've always got something to publish. I know that especially at the start, I'd leave it until I got into the Newsday before I was looking for a story. I think that if I was to redo second year, I'd make sure that for the entire year I'd had a story ready for when I got in. So basically all I had to do was produce something right up on the date. But yeah, make sure you've got at least something that you can go off when you first walk into the newsroom.